Hi friends, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to share part 1 of my October book haul. I will explain at the end of the video, so if you're wondering why am I doing it in parts, I will explain that at the end. Let's go ahead and jump into the books. First stack of books are books that my neighbor actually gave me. She told me that they're going to be moving away probably in the springtime, and she's the one that previously lent me The Book Charmer by Karen Hawkins, and she also let me know that anytime she leaves a book on my doorstep or lets me borrow a book, that I can just keep it and do whatever I want with it. So I thought that was super nice, and I was just so thankful that she's so generous like that. So anyway, I had already returned this book to her, but she gave it back to me because she knows that I enjoyed it and I want to continue in the series. So I got this book again, Raven Manor by Darcy Coates. Super shiny cover, perfect for Halloween. Not too sure about the synopsis of any of these books. She gave me The Asylum by John Harwood, which I read, and it is like a gothic mystery thriller horror. I'm not really sure, but I did read it this month. I will try to compile my thoughts more eloquently for my wrap up. An art copy of The 12 Mile Strait by Eleanor Henderson, and again, I don't know too much about it, but the first line is, my father was born in a small town in South Georgia in 1932, one of 8 children. She gave me 2 cookbooks. The first one she gave me is this, Cravings Hungry for More by Chrissy, and I really love this cookbook so far. I haven't had a chance to look at it too much, but it does have great photography in it, lots of recipes, pictures of her and John. You guys know I'm a vegetarian, so I'll be pulling some vegetarian recipes out of this. And then she also gave me, it's like a local thing, but it's called Tidewater on the Half Shell, and it's fine recipes from around the Hampton Roads area, the Tidewater area, and I just love these. It was by the Junior League of Norfolk, Virginia Beach from 1985. Now jumping into some more books I was gifted. My mom is, she's literally the best, you guys. I posted these 2 on my Instagram. She sent me 3 classics this month, and it was just so nice of her. So she sent me Anne of Green Gables, which of course I have already read, but I wanted to have this beautiful copy for my bookshelf. She also sent me this gorgeous edition of Black Beauty, which I have also read, but my edition I actually let someone borrow, and then they moved away. And I'm guessing they took my book with them. So yeah, so now I have copies of those. And then I also have another copy of The Secret Garden, but she got me this edition, which is obviously different than the edition I have. So I'm just really excited to have this in my collection as well. And yes, I have already read this. So these are just going to go right on to my collection. My 2 Book of the Month books that I got this month are these 2. I got The Girl in the Mirror by Rosie Carlisle, and this was one of the thriller picks that they had. And then I also picked up this book by V.E. Schwab, which you're probably thinking, Gwen, are you even gonna like this book? I don't know, but it sounds so intriguing. I'm just so interested in the premise of the story. So The Girl in the Mirror, if you didn't know, it says identical twins, one that wants what the other has. How far will she go to get it? This one, on the other hand, is like a behemoth, but France, 1714, in a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. And I'm thinking I want to do a spoiler vlog for this one, so you guys will know exactly what I'm thinking and feeling along the way. Let me know if you're interested in that in the comment section down below. Bird Box by Josh Malerman, which I never planned on reading, but I kept getting recommended this book over and over and over. Even people that haven't specifically singled me out to read it have said, I've heard people in general saying, even if you've seen the movie, you have to read the book. So I did both. I have seen the movie twice, I have read the book now, and I did a comparison book versus the movie, like which one I thought was better and kind of some of the differences that I noticed. So if you're interested in that video, it will be linked in the cards and down below for you. Another used like copy in a secondhand shop of The Long Walk by Stephen King. I thought it was in excellent condition, so I picked it. I mean, it looks like new, but I picked this up. I remember a couple people reading this a little while ago, and I've heard mixed things. Some people say it's their favorite, some people say it's like whatever, but I'm interested to kind of see what I think. We have Party Girls Die in Pearls by Plum Skies, which I have heard is not the best. People have said this is really not good, but the premise sounds really good, so I'm wondering if I'll like it. Part academia, part like murder mystery, and it just sounds so good. This one by Courtney Summers, and of course I loved Sadie, so I had to get this one. In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. I'm going to be reading this with my book club in December, so I'm really excited. I thought it was a weird choice that it came out in October. I felt like late November, early December would have been perfect for this, but like, I mean, better early than late, I guess. I don't know. Have you read this? Are you interested in this? I have been hit or miss with Christina Lauren. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm really hoping that this is like exactly what I'm looking for the holiday season. And the last two books that I got for this book haul is The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. And guys, this book was so good. I'm going to talk more about it in my wrap up at the end of the month because I've already read it and I want to recommend it to you guys, even though I think it's like probably a pretty niche 5-star experience. And then the last one I got is the second book in the Mystery Bookshop Mystery Cozy Mystery series or whatever by V.M. Burns. I read a plot. The Plot is Murder by V.M. Burns. I did a whole like video about reading my first cozy mystery and how much I enjoyed it, and I just loved it so much that I had to get the second book in the series called Red Herring Hunt. And again, Snickers and Oreo are on the cover, and I'm excited to see like, and it looks like it is another book within a book, so really excited. But that wraps up part 1 to my October book haul. I said I would explain why I'm breaking it down in parts. But the simple answer is I got a lot of books this month. Like that doesn't seem like so overwhelming to me, especially because I was gifted a lot of those books. But since that time, I have decided to organize my bookshelf and start doing a big end of the year unhaul. I went through, I think it was like last weekend, and I did my standalone shelf and I kind of rearranged how I have my book of the months. So these right here are read book of the months, and you could tell I got rid of a lot. And then these are my unread book of the months. And then down here we have like romance and stuff that I'm keeping, a little bit more romance and kind of darker stuff, thrillers, horror, some like other stuff. And then down here I have like YA and young adult. Right bookshelf is all of my series. And guys, I don't read a lot of series. There's very few series that I either like, I started so long ago that I'm just like, am I ever really going to go back to that series? Because I'd basically have to start over from the first book and continue on. And I just didn't see myself really wanting to do that for those series. Like I didn't love them like 5 out of 5 stars, or they're just series that I've already finished and like, am I going to reread them, or are they just taking up space? The only series that I'm keeping are these right here. So I have the Bone Season series, the Caraval series, the Wayward Children series. I have this because I am still interested in the second book, and I'll just have to reread the first one. And then of course this is like my Giver collection. And then down here I have my poetry basket, and then down here I have my comics, graphic novels, and manga. In the process of unhauling all of my books, they're sitting just off of the screen, but for an example, I have a whole box here, plus I've gotten rid of 4 of these packed with books, and I have another 2 sitting out in my living room. If I had to estimate, I would say I got rid of, or I am in the process of getting rid of, well over 200 books. And I take them to the book exchange, and there's actually 2 different locations, and because of COVID you can only take 2 bags at a time for them to look through and decide if they want them for their store. And I've gotten so much store credit that I started browsing and shopping with them, and I have a bunch of books. I have like 23 books, but I still have all of these books to get rid of. So I'm basically turning in credit and shopping and stuff like that, but I'm like spacing out my visits. But yeah, I have like another 20 books to share with you guys, which will be in the part 2 book haul for October. That's why I'm splitting it. And yeah, that's about it for today's video. A lot of books, a lot going on, but I hope you're excited. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all having a lovely day or night. Stay tuned for part 2 coming very soon. And yeah, that's about it. Have a great day. Bye.